Alright, and welcome back. Citizens, we're in Altamore Medieval Dynasty. We're going to try to do a comprehensive farming guide today, albeit I just started one and had to restart because I didn't realize they had changed another thing about farming. So we'll get to that once we get there, but let's start with simple Q click. We're going to do building, we're going to do farming, and we're going to do a field. We're going to keep it quick and easy. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a 3x3 field to test this out on. So at this point, we've set the field. Now we need to grub it up, which pretty much just means break the ground, so let's do that. In modern times, you'd often see this done with a tiller, or even tractors if you lived on a farm. So there's a couple other tools that you can use to your advantage. I wish they would add some of those to the game. But okay, so now we're grubbed up. Next, we need to go get some manure. And we just happen to have a bunch on us right here. So at this point, we're going to go and make that manure into fertilizer. That's the new step added. Come into the barn, make fertilizer, and it's 2 manure per 1 fertilizer. So they of course have now made the process even more difficult. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I really question that one. But anyways, we are working on how to farm, not is it a good way to farm or not. So we'll stick with this. We'll make the fertilizer. So far what I've seen with the villagers is as long as you have some of the resource, they'll do the work. However, this is not the case. We're going to have to take some time and buy a bunch more pigs and then put somebody back on the pig duty. It's just going to get old real quick if we have to do this 2-to-1 ratio. Alright, so the fertilizer's done. Like I said, we're going to stick here. Not relevant to what we're doing at all. Alright, fertilizer. Trying to stay as quick and to the point as possible. So now, make sure you have the simple bag on your item menu, and then select it, select fertilizer. Look at each individual square. You do this. And so now we are fertilizing the field. That is done. Wish there was like a tools to shed or something you could put out here during this. Now it's back to the hoe again. Now we plow the field with the fertilizer in it, and then it becomes fertilized for plowed fields. I still would rather see this process once every season versus every time you farm. However, I've not read the patch notes, so I don't know what else they changed. We're just covering the basics of farming right now. So, and then we're back to the bag. Now we right click to open the bag and right click again on the rye. So the bag is out with R. Look at each individual square again, and you're going to spread the seeds all the way down the board here. Now, the nice part about rye is that you plant it in autumn. It's currently autumn. It pops up in spring, so 1 season. You plant the wheat in autumn, it doesn't come up till summer, and then you just take up your fields for what I think is an extra season. I don't know why they made rye so different, but that's what we're working with. That's what we've got. Boom, you're done. That is how you plant a field. The nice part about rye is when you go to harvest it, you're going to get normally 4 pieces off of 1 square. So anyways, let's equip the scythe. I think we have some oat grain over there. Current field. So, once everything's done growing, and we got lucky this time, you come over here and then you can loot everything. Cabbage, onions, carrots, you just look at them and press E to collect. The grain crops you have to cut. So we have oats here. Cut them, that's 6 oats off of 1 square. Pretty good. We got all of them. We did. Oh. I wonder if she's going to get it too. I wonder if that's a glitch right there. Anyways, we'll leave that alone. It looks like we just interrupted her action. As you can see here, they're actually doing a great job working down the line. They actually pick all the cabbage? They did. Look at that. They already put that one all to rye. Nice. Good. So, that is, in a nutshell, guys, the basics of farming. You have to break the ground, you have to fertilize, you have to plant the seed. Then once that's all said and done, you need a scythe if it's a grain, or you can just pluck it if it's not a grain. Beetroots you also pluck, but that's the basics of farming as of this point. Remember, they went from manure to fertilizer, so now you need a barn or potentially a workshop to turn that 2 manure into 1 fertilizer. That's the big change that we're dealing with now. Again, slightly more tedious than it had been. However, with your farmers working the land, your field workers working the land, it's not as bad as you would think. But thanks for your time. Make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now take care. Enjoy Medieval Dynasty.